on some priorities. For example, we develop a hierarchy of the development of the road network. We try in the first place for ensure say for make sure say the regional roads when we talk of regional roads, we neighbor with Guinea and Liberia, we make we part of the Mano River Union, but also we are part of the ECOWAS community. So they go to and call the Trans-West African Highway. The 7th section of that road where they come out Dakar, they go connect to Lagos. We now this Sierra Leone fall. I'm proud for tell you say we in this country we not get any missing link again. We rode from Conakry onto the border with Liberia is paved. So I think that's a very big thing. A lot of countries still struggle with that. And we also don't further foresee how we will develop some other regional roads. For example, as I speak, with the help of the African Development Bank, we try for connect Kailan to Kwendu. Kwendu in those days, they go to call it triaxial border. That means at that point, they salon the border with Guinea and Liberia. And it used to be a very wonderful regional market where Bamako, and that's Mali, Guinea, Liberia, Sierra Leone, all be the benefit there. So as I talk to you, we don't start for develop that road. Now they do the first section from Kailan onto Boidu. And then, of course, the other section, African Development Bank don't commit funding. So pretty soon we will go to procurement. And then in the next 2 or 3 years, that will be a done deal. But then next on the hierarchy, then for ensure say all district headquarter towns are connected by tarmac road. So out of the 16 districts, we don't do considerably well. More than about 14 of them, tarmac road, they connect them. The others, we currently now work in progress currently. So again, we don't achieve a whole lot in that. And then we come back to the next on hierarchy when the township roads. If you look, except 2 district headquarter towns, where of course then lately then come about Falaba district, then for Mongo, and then Karine district, when Kamakri. But all other district headquarter towns, we don't try for ensure so we put tarmac road there, and we continue for improve on that. So now, as I speak to you, we focus now for me to see how they do the interconnecting roads. For example, how we will connect both the southern region, for example, to the northern region, the east, to further east, and then further north with roads like Bo, Yile, Matutuka, Tongo, Mano Junction, Tongo, Kono, Mile 91, Robo. So this is our focus now, and this is what we are working on currently.
What are the status of them program here? So because you look at one of the roads that we don't make rounds lately, now the one from Kerema to Zimi Nama Pele Chiefdom.
Right. Kerema Zimi. Okay, make I just mention, say we get about 5 roads in our way, then our priority. Kerema Zimi are one of them such roads. They pass now an area where a lot of agricultural product they commodity, they also they connect to Liberia, but then in state they in really complete disrepair. As I speak, we don't put together a gap measure, quick fix for go do some maintenance work, at least just for keep them open. But then we also do work with government. Government not too long ago get a discussion with the Korean people, and them been say them will help with the Kenamazimi and the Tongo to Bumper Road. So they engage with Ministry of Works and Public Assets, and the Ministry of Finance also for also how Google puts down the in position.
You talk about roads linking to other countries, for instance, between the neighboring countries are part of demand from the ECOWAS or the MRU. Make I take you to roads them where they link the country to other countries. For example, Guinea. You look at the Kono Guinea Highway. You look at the Kabbalah to Guinea, and also you look at Makeni to Guinea road. Their road are forestalled. What's in the happen?
Well, when I mentioned about the regional roads, then even in terms of the regional road, then self gets then your hierarchy. The one where I tell you say we don't complete, no, that part of the Trans-West African Highway. No other road, no other regional road, no we get we they higher in the hierarchy than that one day. And as we develop, at the top of the hierarchy, with the cascade and down. Currently, as we speak, we get ongoing works between Kabbalah, Falaba to Limbaya Junction, and then they eventually will end up na Kwendukura, where they connect to Guinea. For that's a good way for come up from Makeni and then go to Guinea. We also get ongoing works. Well, it don't stall a little bit, but we had initiated a program for Sefadu, Kamiando to the Guinea border. as well. So I mean, I'll say this in essence for make you know say they look at all of them roads there, and we're serious about it.
All right, engineer. One of the road then where people on the race concern get for do with the road to Bumbuna where they lead to the dam, and same way so the Moyamba Shenge road. What thing they happen?
Moyamba Shenge road, they part of this quick fix maintenance on Betima to Machu Leone.
Now, let we look at the status
there. I mean, we don't prioritize them. We think they should be done. And then year after year, we put in our budget. So if you don't see them going on, it means the financing the way available, they're not adequate enough for us to do them. So we'll keep putting them there as long as at that point in time when they prepare the budget, they make them to the priority. The Fube Collegium, I mean, it's a bit of a different situation. And I'm sure, I mean, I should deal with it now because other issues that will come later and later on. The Fube Collegium, we been contracted out to a Chinese company which they call China Railway International Group. It gets so many roads at the city.
Concern about the Maban Bridge Road and same way so the
looking at the Falaba Road, for instance, you don't see the Falaba Road. We don't start some time back, more than 5-6 years back. It's still in at the same situation, and diversions then they use for the past almost years.
The Falaba Road not in at the same situation. You have to be honest.
No, we talk about the diversions. Them you come, you start a bridge. We said the people in the past they divert them, then use diversion for 3, 4, 5 years.
Yes, I mean that don't happen. But then I mean, let's be honest with the people. You understand? The Falaba Road not the same. People from Falaba, they appreciate it when they go on. We don't able at this point. We don't pave up to over 15 kilometers up to Dogolia. We don't do clearing works and artworks, and we don't do nearly 90% of the culvert works. I mean, diversion. You know, when you do road work, it can carry with inconveniences. So it's to the people for me to bear the inconveniences and then eventually get the pleasure.
It's about how long the inconvenience go last. Let me ask how sure una day for start and complete roads then before una start them.
There are a lot of circumstances where they surround with operations. But the good thing is, once we don't start them, we done them. And when we done them, in fact, most times when we done them again, people do not even talk about it again. Because it's all comfort. So, I mean, let they try for excessive amount of patience. And no, I mean, it could be painstaking. But then, this is not the harsh reality we'll face with.
All right. Continue for the way to inside the program. In name na Engineer Alfred Jalil Momodu, the Director General for the Salon Roads Authority, as they have to give updates about different roads there across the country. We'll come back. We'll look at some of the roads that are Freetown, and same way so the bridge will collapse this Bentem from Makeni to Kamakuye Road. We'll go for a short break. We'll come. We continue the program. Good morning, Salon.
We get the Director General for the Salon Roads Authority. We are Engineer Alfred Jalil Momodu. They give updates on the road network and things that will happen now the road sector now the country. We don't talk about different road stem. Take me through the road stem where they're under construction now and bridges.
Okay, so roads are under construction. We get the Tikonko Junction to Kwetima and then Kwetima to Machu. That is divided into 2 lots. The funding are from Badia. Actively, the Kwetima to Machu, and they go on now, and then we just on award, and then very soon of course, currently the contractor for the Tikonko Junction to Kwetima is mobilized. So that's we'll say it's ongoing in a way. Kailang to Boidu, and then Boidu to Kwendu. The Kailang to Boidu, you already did go on. Then our funding from the African Development Bank, and then the one from Boidu to Kwendu, they are one for going to procurement. We also get the Bandajuma to Pujon Road, where they go on currently. It's about 25 kilometers. Get an outstanding of about 4 or so kilometers. So before December, that also would have been completed. People of Pujon self go get tarmac road all through. We don't talk earlier about the Makolo Junction to the Mabang Bridge Road. Yes, that's the under construction with funding, of course, a grant from the European Union. We get the Kabala to Falaba Limbaya Junction. we ongoing currently. Now that funding from the government of Sierra Leone. We in terms of bridges, we did in collaboration with SCADE. We get 4 major bridge works and where they go on. We also transform the hand pulled ferry them to we try to make them into then concrete bridge and then normal concrete bridges. And they go on a Manoa, they go on a Gendema, they go on a Machu, and then Tompare. Yeah. So there are a lot of other one that we go on. For example, township roads. Then there's what going on in Kenema Township, a few kilometers we do and a few kilometers in Bo, the Tokelomli, that's also been being executed or implemented. Now they go on the hillside bypass, though we don't complete substantially in terms of the pavement works, but we'll get some outstanding works there. So it has not been handed over to us yet. So as far as we're concerned, that's still ongoing. So those are sort of works, the major ones, and where they go.
What are the completion dates? Because look at the Matrujan road. These are the first road projects where President Bill launched inside 2018. It's still under construction. 6 years down the line.
No. So no. So there's a small misconception there.
Okay.
When the one way President Bill began launch, now being from Bo to Tikonko to Mathru. But then at that time it was going to be funded by the government of Sierra Leone. Obviously we are going to face challenges in terms of funding. So when Badia commit funding, we expunge the part from Tikonko Junction to Machu. So that's no longer the part of the oil President Bill launch. So it means the Bo to Tikonko na be the one now we don't left under waiting President Bill launch, and that has been completed.
So it's not a misconception.
No, well,
it was Matrujan road where President Bill launched
right
in 2018,
right,
and the road still under construction.
No. Still understand me. At that time, I mean that entire stretch. But then just moments after, we divide them into 2 sections. Another section paid for by Badia. So obviously it not be the part of that again. So it means the one way left when I've been GOSL funding, I've been the one now where they go from Bo to Tikonko, and I still tell you say that has been completed.
All right, now we come look at the status of bridges them across the country, because recently we see what happen now the Makeni and Kamakwe road. Within the status of we bridges them apart from the new one them where governments don't construct.
We get thousands of bridges in the country, and a whole lot of them don't age. Bridges and our structures and way. Apart from the fact they're expensive, they can build them for a very long time, and most often, people they notice waiting they happen to them, because these are just very, very, very short sections of the road where motor will just pass and go. So over the years, most of it don't age, and there are a lot of deteriorations on them. So in fact, no wonder when we get a collapse issue on the Makeni Kamakwe road, they monitor, of course, the major ones. We monitor them and we prepare programs for them. Now, specifically to the one, the Makeni road, we also did on our radar. In fact, if we now can attest, there was even a public notice who said we don't tender, we don't do evaluation. We're just about to sign a contract. But then it was a maintenance, because it made the bridge in deck. It made up of slab them and then lay, not one continuous slab. So now a few of them we don't broke at the time. So we need for cast new slab them and then go place them. Then we feel say the bridge for them okay. But just about that time, the terrain and design some of them bridges, the loading we didn't design them for them. Recent times, the traffic on them roads they are done increased considerably. So that on fateful night, one heavily loaded truck with a cross rock. Now Ingo claim on top there, and then some part of them broke, and then he agitates the rest of the collapse, right? So now that exactly happened, and we also done the try for see how they able to put in place a load restriction regime on a lot of them bridges there. Before we don't start with the what they call it, hill station bridge, for example. That's another bridge where they in danger, so motor car construction trucks that we use them, but we don't try to minimize that, and even together with the help of the police. So we get for see a lot of them in what they do, follow ensure say them bridge there they not misuse, because otherwise we'll get to a point who side it could be too enormous on government at one point in time and they're very expensive.
Right, we think all SLRA for then do quick maintenance on the bridge there. Before that, or rather on the wait station to happen, like for example the Service Street Bridge. You know, for long term people don't complain, but it seems as if the authority they wait till something happen.
No, not quite. We know they wait till something happen. When you say quick maintenance, quick maintenance, I mean, not today in the vocabulary. What happens? Everything has to be planned. You plan them, and then we are a public entity, so which means we operations guided by law. We operations guided by law. We just grab no more, okay, I mean a DG, go and go to that bridge, go do so amount. At the end of the year, when audit service comes, it's going to be a very serious problem for me. You understand? And nobody will believe that I genuinely do that work there. So we get processes. And sometimes then processes there no more, that then can lead to then delays there. And then sometimes, even when we don't get ready, the manner in which they secure the funding also becomes a problem. But we always
what not the status of this Bumpe Road bridge for Gomatrujan? We've been collapsed that boat bridge. We've been collapsed this BNT.
Okay, so that bridge is being co-funded by Badia and the government of Sierra Leone. It been supposed for the part of the lot one, but then when the bridge collapsed, we feel still been supposed for do speedily and so forth. We try for talk to Badia for low expunge out of it, and then Badia, of course, we consultations and they were positive, so we expunge them, and then we went to procurement, and then the contractor get that job they for do. Then after that, we start now for make we fend, for run after chasing the money for let the work start. That had been a problem. Not until recently we got to a point the contractor being even able for or struggling for me provide the guarantee for let Badia provide the advance payment. But that has been done now, and then we also the urge government for me then do their own part. This happened just about the rains, and obviously they're not going to venture now for do actual physical works. But as it is, they don't clear the campsite now, then install the site office. So by the end of the rains, come October, November, actual physical works will commence.
We don't look at different roads them, and they continue for look at road issues them before we come to you. Before we come to you, we go outside the Edman Nakoba farm and Anga community in Ajue, Alusan Kagbo and other people don't raise concerns because of the bad road network. Now the community make young people they get challenged, and self this road don't bring plenty challenge to them now the community. It talk to really democracy on this.
Jue community, like plenty community, wait up now western area where this streets. Don't they get challenged then? Like water supply, well body facility, and safe poor road network and proper toilet facility. For sake of this make radio democracy bigo waka na the Jue community na some parts then Lekoba farm and Hanga area, and talk to people for know how lifetime like for them na that area. Who say them people be get this for say?
Men are bike rider. They look make careless on for make the road. They can't start. They stop. Sometimes if they come for the month, just 3 times, they don't want to make the road, and who they ride now, they suffer, and the people about the strain. Because why they give the contract to now, so now they make the carelessness, because they pressure the commander for let them do the work. The agent name, now they pay the motka.
I mean, 40 camera. They face too much challenges because of the road bar, the gallop. They get paid by this road. All the pots, you don't go able balance all day with the bang by this road. Yeah.
The accident cases that we record for the day we must record 2, 3, 4 accidents there. It's not really easy. Some accidents can be so severe that even police intervention can come inside due to the bad road.
After when people don't give them voice, radio democracy continue for waka and talk to some stakeholders them. Now this community and now this they get for say.
Job since it good that now this community because the government really we need them to focus na inside, but we not even get some way somebody to focus na for let able do something in this community. We not get water well, we not get toilet car talk, we not get field public toilet, and we not get toilet now. But cutting and the whole none, but we beg of our government, let them see to we own stream.
During this rain season here, because we get this road challenge, on one feeder road we get, waiting the cow to inside and the goat way out, what them even get gentle, but them try their own level best. But end of the day, they're not able for complete survey or gather challenges there because some of the picking and they we see start and they will get belly then young pregnancy. So the bad road or the bike and they load them because we movable something a bike and sometimes they lost them pregnancy and other thing happen. They complain them with bone pain and other thing.
Well, because like the rain in your side, that side the Uju will tell thank you. Because from where this when he sees it come, no house, no book, pawi, motamano die through water, so that side they will tell thank you for that side. O community it clean. Past like dry season now is 24 water. We go make help with the water in your side. Now we want the help we get enough water now, don't you? Well, like that water where the way like you dig, like that manpower, now we go on our community. Well, na small because you know say we rain for them, people that keep afraid for coming on the way because water they keep flop na the place. The road 30 days you road enable make fine, the enable don't it.
The stakeholder here be end up call of government for make the cover farm and hunger community so that people na this community go tap for get them challenge here for the society for the democracy. Elizabeth Matu Mansari, the report.
The program na Good Morning Salon where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Still inside the studios, we get in Engineer Alfred Jalil Momodu, Director General for SLRE. But still, we look at some issues we get for do it road. We will come back here, we can respond to some of them. Usai some bike rider and keke rider them na community na the central business district don't call on the Salon Roads Authority for look inside the plenty pothole within a different parts in the country as they say this condition of the road they make pain they all over them body. Then talk more to Jafferman Davis inside this interview.
What's make road in a Freetown, whether new or old, always they get pothole? Well, Fambu, that's the question where the democracy can it's not the town or ask people what they concerned to their road they are. We the hill station by Presidential Lodge who say one big pothole be there, but to a surprise as we reach we meet and just don't put concrete. We talk to people, but waiting and think for this maintenance.
Alhamdulillah, we don't dash now because it be bad person now. Until I not pass the Mutkai, but I shall look at it for small for the meantime because this bad pothole they really.
Oh well, the work for me, let me say in better called like I this so it go solve this situation for some time because I not say no go for last damn of I tell them it put it go last.
What should they try for say not to dance no more for the focus. Inside this month channel, what's now? They make well. But they can't try the half side more less the Benjamin Lane. PWD can street by this Congo market area. People they did not say back with the sofa. Let me no more this so they don't put now this motor or waiting there to put them all up. Waiting them for that if they put that it go much better.
Well, you don't listen that from hill station. We can work on a circular road for no waiting the happiness circular road. And as we work now, we just passed Christchurch. From Christchurch to Usai we did just after Silicoden building. I don't count but up to 20 small picking graveyard pothole them waiting at this street. But first, no we listen to what people think for the road they are as plenty government office self-connects to this road.
The road yes, one it don't old but two. Waiting me they see that the tower when they use. You know, like before, the water back they cause the problem. The road they fortunate, the road they bad because we the ride, we the feel more now we better like we they give you bad the gallop. If you meet up barrel, there's some passenger they will get now. So they keep forgetting that the road bad. So they feel saying that the road the ride, I will the ride they don't rough way, but now the road everybody they feel more the gallop they decide there. So more long man they can go now house for roll it down. Pain there. Yeah.
So if we sit down inside the motorcar, the road bad, I like you get 2 months belly the boiler. Understand? Let me so I get paid. Once you don't inside when they make through, they pay not the grab for me. So anyway, the road let them make up for you. If not for that, let them make up for you.
Well, from Circular Road, we work at the pass na Pademba Road for going to Benjamin Lane. For no but people and concern, but the Benjamin Lane Road, we for long term now get pothole lane where they affect motorcar, bike and people the way they work on that road dey?
It affect we like the boom bam boom like a winner so no more people the up and down all that thing and this control enough on so they try so whatsoever where they in charge where go do something before the rain go down or after the rain then thing then they see.
They delay we. So I go for work fast, we go for slow down because one, if we so you go there fast, you can back, we go bust to tire, we go pull machine and we shaft, it go broken. And for me they make Me go say after the rainy season, they work on the drainage. When they don't do the drainage, they can make now the road. Because if they make the road, they not do the drainage, that the same thing no more.
Well, Fambu from Pademba Road. Now they work on Benjamin Lane. And before we get one keke, we're there about for campus at Campbell Street. And don't listen to him concern.
Really, this pothole, not so only Benjamin Lane said, from John Lane and Benjamin Lane. They pothole there and the Ambogi Bat Lane. In fact, so by time, know they say. If you watch Charles Street, Colbert stay the way, and don't pass 2 years now, we don't recognize them who they pass there. Would they call on SLRA for make them go do something urgent because the road is almost all on point. Look all railway line for go by the bridge. They don't bad off. In fact, send away the reach our passenger themselves say they grumble. As the year they round so we don't pay for we license and insurance. In fact, if you not license insurance, a police case will go lead you to Pademba Road. So they call urgently on SLRA for me them go make the road there because we they suffer bad one.
Well, from that keke rider there, let's listen to one possible way they live near this Benjamin Lane Road. For make it tell you how this road they affect and way they go about in business. As you they live near this road by Benjamin Lane, how this road they affect una where they work and where they take bike and keke.
Now the dig na the road. You see, don't inside keke safe, you need to able to feel lively because the pothole there. Where the keke then they ride where inside the pothole. Bike back if you they carry feel where inside the pothole. So now the dig they no more on the streets.
Look now on a call. Look now they do for now.
Now for me they can make for with the streets. And we say be the Papa government for me can make for with the streets.
Well, Fambu, we then concern there, where the democracy will continue for Fala, the development where government, authority and institution there go make for help reduce then challenge where people they get where they use then road there we get pothole. With support from Elizabeth Matumansaye for the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Jaffa Davis the report.
Do you just don't listen to people in view on the situation of road na the country potholes, whether in the capital city, major towns or in the highways? What did that happen?
Yeah, I also associate with them sentiments, and I believe so a lot of other Sierra Leoneans all over the country. I mean, associate with then views them. Okay, but probably I will just speak on a few of the specific rules and way they mentioned. Probably that they will help the conversation go forward. Let's look at Due. Due, as it is, we don't do from the junction onto fisheries. Now, one of the longest road the world don't do in the community is about 2.7 or so kilometers. We do that one day, and we not only stop here. That we've done a bridge after we don't do inside Hastings. We don't do a bridge on a new road. The tire don't come very close to that bridge, and now we try for connector. For American, I don't know the name of the junction, but that junction where if you enter, from Joy Junction for Camp Grafton. So I think we don't do very well for that community. The fact that for people that wish for law enter into some in the interior of them community, and it's a bit of a challenge for we. Because we get a very huge road network, and I've said this over and again, we ability as a nation for me to do all of them roads there at the same time, exist. So the little we for do, and for me to prioritize. Eventually, we'll get there. I remember a couple of years ago, even at Freetown, the capital, it wasn't much to write about. But you go see now, the Wilkinson roads have been expanded, the Sassamary roads have been redeveloped, the Spur roads, etc., etc. So it's a matter of time.
We don't talk about construction. We look at rehabilitation now. We look at potholes. Are they in a worse situation, especially in the capital city? Most of the roads then get pothole. And somebody jokingly we then put mic before I say no they talk, he said because potholes now new normal now, even before the presidential lodge get potholes then. It's everywhere.
Okay, so I was coming there. I just want to address the thing then, one by one. But let's get to Pothole, since the area of interest. And let me start.
Not only area of interest. We are looking at potholes.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Now keep the conversation. Okay, so the before the presidential launch, right? Okay, in the first place, I mean, it's no secret that the president now give me work, so I should make him happy. But the fact is, if anybody feels say are insensitive or the authority insensitive to them potholes, then that person is making a very, very unfair judgment. But that pothole day before the president, okay, in the history of this country, these are the very first year where rain don't come from the 1st of July to the 31st of July. We don't record rainfall. Normally, it will be the record around 300 millimeters in June. We don't record up to close to 900 millimeters. I don't know whether it makes sense to people out there. But it tells you that the rain we don't come this year, to the point that we don't get the slightest breathing space. If we could do road works, we need sun, we need dries. But even at that, we made 4 attempts for repair that place. Me safe, na net, I did it for Lord make that place. But each time we do them, the rain not the give chance. It spoil. Yesterday, there was some dry spell. We still don't attempt again for go fix that. And now this time around, we even try for barricade the place to the inconvenience of HE. But with the hope say, I mean, that they will suffice until the rains end. They will do a proper treatment. Now on the general scale, of course we don't get similar situation. A lot of the potholes around, we don't patch them, but in the pool, because the rain we weather at this point in time, they allow it. But then you might want to ask, why not now they do them? No, not now they do them. We don't do them before. We roads then age. Let me come back specifically to the Sakila Road. Taking it from Sakila Road onto the old railway line through Brookfields and go terminate in King Street and beyond. That road they don't completely outlive in economic life. Not a good road again. So no amount of maintenance, not able to resurrect that road. The only thing what they do, and of course it's in our plans, if we rehabilitate that road like we have on so many other roads. So no matter how we rehabilitate this section, that kind of road, and we have so many other such roads again, now this time, in fact, even in the country. So these are the challenges.
All right. DG, the institution aware of the Congo Cross Bridge, because if you look at that bridge, the pothole them same way, so plenty. And I can remember back 5 years back, one truck for down the bridge. Up till now, that railing they still not make it. Una aware of some of the issues then the way they happen at that bridge day?
Of course we should. But honestly, I know they frequent that area there, but I'm not too aware of the railing not being in place for up to 5 years. I'm not aware, because most times they respond as fast as possible. Probably it's another incident we don't occur in recent times, but I mean I'll take note of that and be rest assured we will resolve the situation.
Now, if you talk about the potholes and the people in concern, you share their sentiments. One go like for ask, waiting the Salon Roads Authority they do with the funding within they receive from Road Maintenance Fund, because fair way they buy some funding they go to the Road Maintenance Fund administration, and also when you license your bike or you license your machine, some they go to the Road Maintenance Fund administration where they disperse to una for maintenance the road network in the country. What in the happen with them funding them with them plenty potholes then?
When it comes to then kind arrangements and the people they take them as if it's everything, but I'll put on to you say that's not everything. That's not the silver bullet for resolving maintenance problems. Make I say this. I've been saying in one press conference. We not a work in isolation. We a work as a sub-regional member states. ECOWAS don't recommend, say, the fuel levy, that for every liter of fuel we they buy, petroleum product we they buy, ECOWAS they recommend 20 United States cents now in them for cut and send it to the Road Maintenance Fund. But as alone, we only cut about 2 United States cents. That's about 10% of waiting really not the recommendation. So that tells you that we Road Maintenance Fund is grossly, abysmally inadequate.
for make we for do everything. So basically, all we do now follow the prioritize.
How much money will they receive from Road Maintenance Fund Administration yearly?
So we the budget again road money then can sound very big. With the budget about 120 million in new loans, and the old loans a billion. But then that brings you just to about $5 to $6 or so million. That's nothing compared to the 11,400 kilometers of roads that we'll need for maintenance.
We talk about maintenance here. How much are they receive for maintenance, whether from Road Maintenance Fund Administration or from the central government?
So the central government funds development. The road maintenance funds road maintenance. And I just don't give the analysis that we budget something like about 120 million in terms of new loans. 120, where previously it was like 120 billion. And that's if you compare that into a standard another currency, the US dollars, for example, it gives you about $5 to $6 million or so. And again, at the time, say now they grossly inadequate for making handle we road maintenance requirements. And make I tell you this, may I give this on analysis. If we want for maintain, I don't want to go to the entire 11,300 kilometers. May I just come to the core road network? The core road network, they one there, this is the major road network where they able to move people, freight, and so on these Class A roads and the Class B roads. That's about 4,000 kilometers of road. For low maintenance, on an average, it will require we about 1.4 billion in the new loans. But we only able to forget about 120 million. So there's a deficit of about 1.2 billion. So I think that tells you, right. I mean, it creates a scenario, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Program this morning we start for look at messages. This one say, what about the Allentown Road we for on this BNTM waiting SLR they do for fix them up back?
This one say please warn the public and advise police that excess axle load creates potholes. Repeated digging by Guma and Edsa Company. Burning death on pavement by community people, even blocking of drainage concern citizen.
This other one say, good morning, Radio Democracy. Please ask the Director General about the Moyamba Shenge Road.
Hello, Radio D. Please ask the Roads Authority boss when is the completion of the Kabbalah to Kurbula trunk road.
This one from Misty Kuna Dwazak is say, as a community we have made. Okay, it's a DG SLRA. Waiting SLRA they do for, maintenance the road Nadwazak because we don't raise concerns several times now in our office.
This one say good morning 98.1. Please ask your guests to tell us the plan for Kenema Zimi Road. That road is terrible at the moment. When will they start and which construction company is doing it?
This one again for Mystic is my sympathy to the people of Congoton community. Yesterday, the tragic incident was full of sorrow. It is sad to lose your loved one in such painful way. My sympathy to the affected family. We lost their loved one yesterday.
This one say good morning 98.1. Please ask the engineer about Mahera Road leading to the beach. It is in a bad shape. As a chiefdom, we have no standard roads all over death trap. From Trump na Mahera Lungi.
This other one from Magai say DG between SLRA and CRSG, who is responsible for the maintenance of the Wellington Mashaka Road. We are facing a lot of issues around that road.
More text message them inside the program. This one say, what about the Kwaidu Guinea border road? The former DG and President Bill Loncham.
And this other one say, DG wanna get any free toll line where somebody go call for a lot to know about incidents the way they happen we get for Dute Road.
Mr. Director, what is the latest on this on the stolen pedestrian rail at Hillside Bypass Road? Is it high time SLR installed CCTV cameras in those areas from Mark 10 and New England Vale?
And this other one say thanks very much DG for the work since you took up office.
Okay, more message them inside the program. They say in Sierra Leone always SLRA waits to till someone die before doing something or give some excuses something need to be changed. can't you learn from the past experience?
Alright. Messages for now. This one say, the last one I go take for now say, DG, what about the Toke Road when actually wanna get for donor?
This one say from Moinina Poko on our Facebook, and this is not the last one for now. We say, good morning Radio D, kindly ask your studio guest what are the plans for the Blama to Masimbin Road by Jendema Ferry in the Kenema district. Well, plenty text messages them, DG, and concerns them from the public with regards roads them. Before you respond to that, before you respond to text message them, quick announcement inside the program as we talk to the Director General of the National Disaster Management Agency, who said confirm saying that one person don't die. Now the incident we happened yesterday, and it just don't confirm to we inside the program say the deaths don't go to 2 just now. DG can respond to the text message them.
Okay, so the Allentown Road, currently we contractors and we CRSG, they try for do the road back. Basically, what may happen was then that fellow we can go the excavator, we on the mine road, it make the slope collapse. So initially we don't do some piles them for there we ensure say for the secondary collapse not happening, and we like build that up with sandbags and so forth. So eventually, when the rains recede, they can do a concrete retaining wall. So, but as it is now, it's getting safer. Once it don't become very safe, then we can open that road for let people use that. In the same vein, the Wellington Mashaka road maintenance, now China Railway 7 Group, then get the concession for the road. So now then they do the maintenance, that they're responsible. But one very good point where somebody bring up for me, we are really happy about. Now they warning about axle loads for bond material and the road. For me, they adding now for trade dotting at the road, and they also added for build garages now the road. Now then they are all the poor roads there. So in as much as they put all the things there to the Sierra Leone Roads Authority, we want to let the citizens themselves take up then your part of it. May they not do anything there, and then may them left these issues them if they arise, may them bring them to we. But until then, we feel they're supposed to take note of anything there. Mambashing Road, I think I don't talk a lot about them. I also don't talk about the Sefado Kanyando. Duazar Road, I think what we don't do so far, we don't pave some part of the George Brook Road or so. It's also in a very good condition. Only thing we don't get from people, request we don't get from people are speed bump them. They want to install speed bump them. We not too fancy speed bump, because speed bump them now then they really help for accelerate the deterioration of roads. Then, for example, even Usai, the president in road yonder, now because speed bump did it. When speed bump done this some side, the braking movements that they increase, and then it creates problems, and they small pool they will start this. So eventually we rain the come. We not just take a look at all certain speed bump, they similar situations, and we know really like speed bump. But anyway, we can also look at the warrant. If we deserve them, if the area deserve them, they okay install and they. Kenem Azimi self, I think I don't talk about them. I also mentioned say government don't do discussions with Korean government. I don't discuss about that one day. Which one again? The hillside bypass. Yeah. Fine. Waiting social media don't bring now the country. You just don't give opportunity to alarmist them for the create chaos in the country. Whosoever that person will go send that thing on social media and circulate it widely, it been completely untrue and false. Waiting happen is then really is normally what they install and then embankment part then are part of safety for the roads. At the initial design, those were not included in the contract. But then as the contract they go on, we also they revise and see needs for introduce some other things, and especially safety issues that we go improve on we road. So for put there release a day was like an additional work where has not been accomplished yet. No really, no ever did it.
Okay. Quick, this one say Mano Junction to Tongo and Kono. The road don't cut for 2 weeks now. The DG aware of that?
We don't get complaints about several other roads. The Mwambashingi Road, for example, the Kenemazimi Road, Mano Junction, a lot of roads. But we think it normally happen in terms of then cut off. Then people can present very graphic situations. I agree. Then roads they need facelift. I agree, but in most cases it's not transient. temporary issues. The motor will come block and this, and then they are not going to pass, and then the people then go they try for let it pass. That should not be happening. But basically, most times people present more of a graphic situation than the reality.
What are the plan for the road?
Like I say, we get about 5 roads, and currently that Manor Juncture is one of them. We, in fact, as a Komoya, they go to the road maintenance firm. We are going to have a discussions about them for CC will maintain them.
I think plenty text message you know go respond to. They go through the Facebook and take some of the concerns. And this person say, "But tell this man if we make the Smilatown road in bad condition."
Well, yes, I agree. And again, I share in sentiments. The Smilatown Road, the Bangbahila Road, there's so many other roads with other conditions there. Right. But we can only try and prioritize and see when we get to that time, we'll do that road day.
Okay, plenty thank you, Engineer Alfred Jalil Momodu, we join inside the program this morning, and the Director General for the Sierra Leone Roads Authority, as I'm in there this morning, for look at different road stream and update the public within so far on the happen in terms of maintenance.